Oh, it seems my first player has arrived. Ah, Barrick, welcome. Come inside.
Thank you, Ben.
Of course, of course. How have you been?
I've been all right, Ben. Another day, another drone strike. Things in the basement are a little shaky right now, what with all the foreign policy issues at the moment. And let's just say Joe is not exactly helping the situation. I'll tell you this, it is a lot easier running the country when you're officially the president.
Ha ha ha, yes, I bet it is. Anyway, I hope you're ready for a great adventure tonight.
Indeed I am, Ben. I, for one, absolutely love Dungeons and Dragons. Something about losing yourself in a fantasy world with your companions. It's just unlike any other form of entertainment.
I couldn't agree more, Barrick. I, too, enjoy being a DM for that reason. Providing that form of escapism for my players is immensely satisfying. Now, I trust you came prepared for this evening?
Absolutely. I have my character sheet and background all written out.
That's good, because there is something I wanted to talk to you about. You see, me and you will be the only two with any actual experience playing, and I'm a little worried that the others don't quite grasp the ethos of the, it looks like they might be here. Just try to accommodate them, even if they aren't exactly playing in line with the rules. I have been waiting to get a new party together for a while now, and I don't want it to fall apart because they see the game as inaccessible.
Sure thing, Ben. We were all newbies at one time.
Great, thanks, Barrick. I knew I could count on you. Now I'll go and let our new adventurers in. Help yourself to some Cheez-Its, and I'll be back in a moment. Hello, Mr. Presidents.
Sup, homie?
Oh, gee, hi, Ben. Sorry we're late. Donnie had to pick me up because they took my driver's license away.
That's quite all right, Joe. You're just in time, so glad you could join us today. I can't wait to begin this party's campaign.
You know what, Ben? Can't have a party without the top D. Where's the Cheez-Its? You specifically said there would be Cheez-Its.
Ooh, Cheez-Its are my favorite.
Just on the table, boys. Come on in and let's get started.
Great, yeah. Let's play this dinosaurs and whatever nerd crap and get lit.
Yeah, I love dinos. T-Rex is awesome. I like that one most.
Yeah. Anyway, let's get started. Come inside.
Hello, Barrick. I'm surprised you were here before us. Thought you would be late.
Hi, Donald. Wait, what is that supposed to mean? Oh, come on, Donald. Are you freaking serious?
Am I serious? Was the election rigged? Come on, Barry. It's just a little joke. Good to see you, buddy.
Yeah, you too. I forget how savage your banter is sometimes. You'll need to cast stone skin to keep in the fray, I guess.
Hi, Barry. I missed you at work today. Kamala is so mean. She said I can only got one ice cream. And it's always so much easier to do speeches when you plug into the animatronics and mouth my words for me, too. Where were you? Paddleboarding again?
Joe, I thought we spoke about revealing state secrets to the party opposition.
The what now?
Oh, I am so calling Tucker later on. He's gonna love this.
Okay, Ben, are we all here? How about we get on with the game, huh?
Well, I spoke to George and he said he was in Vegas, something about lots of blow and tricks. It was very loud and didn't make much sense, but he said he could join us at a later date maybe, so this is all of us today. So yes, let's get started.
Great. He'll assume he was watching a magic show, but I somehow doubt it. Anyhow, let's get this campaign started.
Very well. Let's introduce your characters to the group. Give us their names, their classes, and backstories. Barrick, you can start us off.
Okay, Ben, sure thing. My character's name is Oberon, and I'm playing an half-elven wizard. He'll be specializing in crowd conduct.
Gay?
Screw you, Trump. Wizards are the quintessential fantasy character. What is a fantasy setting without spells and magic?
Yeah, that's like asking what high school is like without the virgin band geeks. I'm serious, Barrick. Who in their right mind plays as a beta little elf dork who says stupid little chants and can't even hold a sword? Like, seriously, my character would absolutely destroy your stupid little wimp of a character.
You won't be saying that when I reach level 10 and simply wish you out of all written history.
I thought you said we weren't sharing state what's its with Donnie.
Ha, I knew you had contacted the Eldritch ones. That is so rich. Talk about rigged eye, Ben.
Aye, just quiet, no more politics. Just tell everyone your characters and let's play the game.
Okay, don't get your panties in a bunch. My character is called Dante the Triumphant. I am an unkillable paladin warrior who wields a great sword and has awesome hair and is loved by the whole land. My kingdom was betrayed by the Dominion, a group of wicked bean counters, and my rightful place in the royal line usurped. Now they practice an evil and wicked governance based on double counting beans. My mission is to gain ultimate power and reclaim my rightful throne.
That's great that you have gone for a character so different from yourself, Donnie. It will be really fun to see how you adapt to this alien role.
Wrong. Dante is about as close as it gets to the real Donald Trump, though I just slightly have the edge on him if it ever came to a real battle.
The only thing you're battling, IRL Donald, is diabetes. Nice character, though.
Screw you and thank you. What about you, Sleepy Joe?
What about me?
Yeah, dumbass, what is your character?
What do you mean?
Here, Joe, I wrote a little character sheet for you.
What's this?
Just pretend we are at work, Joe.
Oh, okay, I get it. My fellow Americans, when I was a young lad in the small village of Blah Blah Falls, I was always the best at sneaking up on the goose. I was a halfling, you see. So me and Old Man Willie would play goose tipping at Old Stinky's farm. Old Stinky was a bean farmer, you see. He had the stinkiest beans in the whole kingdom. And one time he and I and Three Willie Tom were playing horseshoe. Now the thing about horseshoe is that it doesn't involve horses or shoes. Can you believe that? I always loved the way the local kids would run about the horse paddock and throw me around like I was a soaring eagle. I used to fly so good. Old Lady Willie used to say I flew like a sparrow. Or was it a hawk? Or was it a sparrow hawk? I forget. But anyhow, the beans were some of the best this side of Louisiana, where, as you all know, I was born and raised and used to supervise the local cheese rolling festival. The secret to a really good cheese roll is you got to give it a real good sniff beforehand, got to really get in there and inhale deep. That's a skill I have took with me through my entire career, and let me tell you, the sniffing is still good. I even sniff my own socks and...
Joe, you've drifted again. You're on paragraph 4C.
Oh, sorry, Barry, yes. So anyhow, one day the bean counters came to the farm and they stole the whole crop. Every last bean, they said it was to distribute to more deserving people than us simple farm folks. The inner city peasants needed to get the beans to read more good. That us rural types are backwards and in need of compassion for the new order. Of course, old Willie was hard on about all this, and when he protested, they sent him away to a re-education camp. I got scared and hid under the goose patch, managing only to save the special golden bean Willie had kept hidden and told me to protect with my life. I am on a mission to rescue my old Stinky Willie and bring balance to the force of beans once more.
That actually was half decent. So let me see here. You're a halfling thief called Jibby. Okay. Barrick, let's go back to you as you didn't quite finish your introduction, and then let's get started.
Thank you, Ben. So I'm Oberon the Wizard from the Outer Plane. I was an apprentice of a great master of magic, Ahriman, who one day fell ill suddenly from a great corruption. He clasped me by the hands and told me a cryptic tale of a kingdom in great peril, of a bean to rule all beans, that I must seek a party of a halfling and a warrior, that they were the key to saving the lands from total darkness and suffering. The plane began to melt as my master slipped into death, and the dark corruption took hold, so I had to hastily manifest myself in the material realm, sacrificing much of my magical powers in the process. My quest is to decipher the mystery given by my master to avenge his murder, and to aid these travelers on their quest to save their lands and mine.
Fantastic. I love the synergy between all the characters' origins. Gives me a lot to work with narratively. Weird how it revolves around beans, though.
It's a president thing, Ben. You wouldn't get it.
Sure. Must be some good stuff.
Oh boy, you don't know the half of it.
Boys, you are so naughty. Don't slip up about the beans. Please start us off, Ben, before the Marines black bag you and send you to Antarctica.
Right away, then. Your journey starts in the village of Lesser Bean, in a small but lively tavern. You have by divine providence arrived within moments of one another, each of you sticking out like a sore thumb from the usual folk of the land. The bartender seats you together and, looking rather confused, hands you all a drink on the house. As you all sit around the table, a sense of natural ease and optimism takes hold. Could this be the first sprout in a bean of new beginnings for you all?
Hail, travelers. I feel that destiny has smiled on me on this day. My name is Oberon, and I have come from a faraway place with a great and noble task. I have been roaming the lands now for a year or more in search of two souls that fit your description, and lo and behold, you both have arrived in a single evening. I have learned in my many years that such things are not mere coincidence.
What the hell is this? Ben, why is he talking like a freaking weirdo?
Huh? He is in character, Donald. Just go with it.
I can't. I thought this game was like Call of Duty with swords. What am I even doing here?
Yeah, Donald is right. I don't get it. Ben said we are in a tavern, but we are here sitting in his dining room. Are you saying you can fix me a Rob Roy Benji?
Oh boy, Donald, yes, this game is like that, and so much more, but you have to start an adventure somewhere, and we will figure it out as we go along. And Joe, I know this will be hard, but think of it like this. We're playing make-believe, so suspend your disbelief and enjoy the ride, okay?
Like when you jangle the keys to Air Force One and I pretend I'm a puppy.
Yes, Joe, just like that.
Okay, I think I get it now. I still wouldn't mind a Rob Roy, though.
Okay, drone boy, I get it too. But don't expect me to start speaking like a cringe Harry Potter impersonation when I'm playing.
You're all welcome to play as you see fit, but you might find it more immersive to get into the fantasy aesthetic in time.
Not likely.
Very well, so boys, try to get back into the game.
Okay, I say to Obama, who the heck are you? I am Dante the Triumphant. I don't associate with scruffy riffraff like you. You look as useful as a dirty rag is for my quest. Go bother someone else. I swig my drink in one, stand up from my chair, and go to the local girls at the bar to show off my impressive physique.
Very well, I'll win you over yet. It's destiny.
Don't worry about him, my pointy friend. I'm willing to listen to your tale. My name is Jibby, and I too have been wandering the lands, ever since my home village was sacked by the Dominion. It's been hard to make friends given I'm a halfling. People usually like to point and laugh at me, and stuff me into barrels and push me in the river, or down the valley as if I were a wheel of cheese. Folks aren't as kind to magical people here as they were in Old Gold Bean, with Willie and Stinky and Poopy Pete.
Thank you, Jibby. It's a pleasure to meet such a wonderful creature as yourself. I too have had my fair share of quarrels with the people in this land. It seems like that paladin fellow harbors similar prejudices as well. I am sure of it, though. He and I were all destined to meet on this day. The fate of the land depends on it. How exactly this all pieces together, however, I am at a blank. Not a day goes by I don't ponder on the words of my master.
One bean to trump them all, one bean to Biden, one bean to grow so tall, and with Obama bind them.
That poem was what he told me just before he died.
Gee whiz, that's pretty metal. I wish I could help, but I barely have a bean to my name, and I'm not really the puzzle-solving type.
That's quite all right, little halfling. Now, while we wait for our warrior to come around, why don't we go about smoking some dank weed? That always helps my meditation. I'm sure someone here must be holding.
Whoa, I think it's my turn now.
I know, Donald Christ, I was being courteous and scene-switching for your sake, even though you were so rude to Oberyn.
Yeah, whatever that was boring as hell, you guys are so lame.
Okay, Donald. While the others were discussing their lives, you have been at the bar talking to the ladies. The girls were rather bashful and giggling as you did power poses and spoke on your many great deeds as a princely paladin. Eventually, one of the girls approaches you with a more dour expression on her face, asking if you are a hero for hire. What do you want to do?
I say, of course I am, if the gold is good enough. I am temporarily cash poor and waiting for a small loan of an entire kingdom to be reapproved.
She says,
"Oh, please, my hero. If what you say is true, I need you desperately. Please come with me somewhere private. This matter is of the utmost secrecy."
I agree and follow her.
she leads you to her rented chamber, and as the door closes, she immediately starts weeping.
"Please, great warrior, it's my family heirloom. It has been stolen."
Control yourself, wench. You're getting tears on my tunic. Just calmly explain the problem.
She wipes herself down with a hanky, takes a breath, and explains,
"It's someone in the village. They have taken my father's prized bag of holding. For years it has been in my family as a long line of bean counters. Since the revolution, he had no choice. The new leader of the bean counting guild, he can't be reasoned with. The Dominion assigned him away from the capital to administer the region, to gather the tribute of beans each harvest and other affairs. The people of this backwater can barely understand the good work our class do for them. They don't understand their own self-interests, and so they are bitter when we take our tribute. He never even asked for this responsibility. It's not his fault, and it's certainly not a reason to simply loot and pillage our homestead. So one night we woke to a loud crash, and by the time we got there, it was gone. The bag and all the beans contained within. If we don't find this bag soon, he will be hanged for sure. Please, mighty hero, I beseech thee to—"
Quiet, please. You're getting on my nerves. Do you have the gold to pay me right now?
Yes, I have all the gold you could ask for such a task.
I punch her in the throat.
"What?"
You heard me. I punch her in the throat and demand she hands me over the gold.
Dude, you can't do that.
Watch me, Ben.
Technically, Barrick is right. You wrote that you were lawful good on your alignment chart. Paladins aren't supposed to break their alignment.
What law, Ben? This bitch is a Dominicrat who literally rigged my kingdom and overthrew and killed my pops. I am a renegade now. I make my own law.
Well, I had hoped that this small quest would help you to build some nuance and see that things aren't as black and white as that, and that even people who are a part of a regime might also be suffering in their own day-to-day lives.
I got a 20. That's the highest number. You have to, or I'm going home.
Sigh, okay, if it will keep you. Out of the blue, you throw a mighty fist directly into her throat, the force of it carrying all your weight and rage at the memory of your slain father. She gasps mid-sentence with a look of horror and shock on her face, having lost all the wind in her. She immediately faints and falls to the floor, dropping the purse of gold she had in her hand.
I take the gold and put her into the bed so it looks like she's sleeping and go back downstairs.
You feel the bag, and it's a moderate weight, about 5 gold pieces. You make your way back to the busy tavern floor. Nobody is any the wiser of your actions.
I make my way back over to the midget and the old man. What's up, losers? Guess who just got some action?
Yeah, we are all very impressed. I puff a smoke ring in his direction. What kind of paladin are you anyway?
The kind that doesn't take shit from peasants and bean counters alike. What kind of zesty sus wizard are you anyway? Human wizards are way more buff than you, even for weakling spellcasters. And you, Short Round, I didn't know they made pure distilled fail in such a small package these days.
You're being so mean, Donald. Stop it. You're just a bully, you know that. I can't believe you would punch a defenseless girl in the throat like that. Me and Obama don't want to party with you like this.
Joe, you don't know about that yet.
What do you mean? I was right here. He punched a girl.
I hate to say it, Joe, but you have to act like you don't know that, or else it's metagaming. You weren't there in the scene, so you can't act on it.
Ooh, I don't like this game. Ben, make him stop it.
What the fuck, you pussies? It's literally pixels, and actually it's not even that, because this isn't even a video game. It's just one man and three babies having a stupid conversation about fairies. If you can't handle the edge, then leave the table. I thought this was Dungeons and Dragons, not handbags and tea parties.
Donald, this isn't all about you. I'm going to have to ask that you tone down the hostility and be more of a team player. I'm not going to undo anything, so don't worry, but I can see that none of you are really in character anymore and are just hurling abuse at each other through your characters by proxy.
Oh yeah, these losers sure would know about fighting by proxy. At least I was willing to press the red button like a real man.
Oh, no, he didn't. Donald, do you have any idea how much of a fucking mess I have had to clean up since you left office? You talk a big game, but you literally know nothing about geopolitics or the great game whatsoever. I have been trying to hold my temper here and begin our campaign on a firm foot, but you're such a goddamn blowhard. I see now that this isn't possible.
Oh yeah, what you gonna do about it?
Ben, I'm going to stand up, grab my staff, and cast paralysis on Dante.
Ooh, I'm so scared.
Well, this is going about as I expected. Okay, roll for intelligence, Aberron, and Dante, roll for a saving throw.
Cough, cough.
What is it, Barry? What did you roll?
It's nothing. I rolled a 17.
Bullshit, let me look.
No.
Aha, you loser. You rolled a 1.
Okay, Barry, you went for your staff and to cast your spell, but as you stood, you slipped on some spilled ale and cast the paralysis on yourself by accident. You fall to the floor, stiff as timber, unable to move.
Right then, time to handle this scrub. I draw my great sword and cleave at him, aiming to slice his head right off.
Oh my, roll for attack with advantage.
I got a 14 that hits right.
Yes, not only does it hit, because Aberron is paralyzed, it's an instant critical. Pretty much anything you roll will be devastating.
LOL. I actually rolled a 19. I'm not some demon rat-rigging SOB who fakes his crappy rolls. Fuck you.
You stand over Aberron, wild with bloodlust, the great sword primed and ready to cleave with almighty force. As you hold the blade high above your head, the patrons of the tavern look on in panic, unable to believe the carnage that is about to unfold. You make your swing downwards with incredible speed and...
No.
What the?
I jump in the way of Donald's sword, letting it hit me instead of Barry. I call to him, "Don't hurt him, you beast. He is my friend."
Wow, what an amazing act of selfless courage. Donald, how do you react?
Ben, I've rolled a lot of damage, right?
Yes, you've rolled a lot.
Is it enough to cleave both these libtards in one go?
Well, let me check. Yes, given that Jibby has thrown himself to your mercy, he has no saving throws, and both of their HP combined is less than the damage in this blow. Technically, you can take them both out.
Great. Well, in that case, Ben, that's just what I'll do. I laugh in that little hobbit's face as I throw down my mighty blade, splitting him clean in half like a log of wood. Then, carrying my momentum down further still, I swing to remove the head from the neck of that fruity old elf. The blood and gore is tremendous. Nobody has ever seen such a massacre. Bigly, as they lay dead, absolutely decimated as piles of guts and flesh, I sheathe my blade and swig my ale, begging these stupid peasants to dare cross me. I smile in the face of bloody victory. Ah ha ha ha.
Good God. Barry Joe,
It's all right, Ben. You don't have to say anything.
You bastard, Donald. You're the worst friend ever.
You're literally trying to send me to prison so I can't run against you. Stop being so melodramatic.
Don't worry, buddy. It's done now. I guess the game is over for us. How about me and you go get some ice cream?
Ice cream, you mean it? Oh, I sure could use some chocolate chip after all that.
Yeah, don't let the door hit your ass on the way out, you sore losers.
Whatever, Donnie, you dickhead. Enjoy the rest of your campaign playing alone.
I will. I wouldn't need the help of such weak characters anyway. I'm going to reclaim my kingdom all by myself. Isn't that right, Ben?
Sigh. I don't know, man. I think all this has kind of bummed me out. I think I'm going to go to my room and listen to some Linkin Park or something and play some dating sims. You're welcome to stay and watch me romance Yoko-chan, but I just wanted us all to have fun. I'm sorry, guys. I'm a terrible dungeon master.
Ben, this isn't your fault. Hell, even Donald is playing correctly technically, even if he is an ass.
Exactly. The dice went my way. That's why your asses got sliced. It's not even my fault, actually, if you actually think about it. You started it too, so don't be posting fake news on Facebook later on.
Yeah, I guess so. Anyway, Joe, let's bounce. See you guys later, maybe on the Discord, maybe play some Fall Guys to lighten the mood.
Maybe, yeah. Have fun with the ice cream, boys. See ya.
See you guys later. Screw you, Drumpf. Let's go get some ice cream. Woo.
Wow, what a bunch of wusses. Can you believe that, Ben? That part when I cut them both in two was so freaking awesome, huh? I said that was awesome, right, Ben? Ben?
Why must everything I touch turn to ashes, Donald? I tried so hard, I got so far, I wrote so many NPCs and drew so many dungeon layouts, but in the end, it doesn't even matter.
Dude, really? Is it that bad? I don't know. It's magic. Just bring them back to life like in the Avengers or something. Do a multiverse. I don't care really, but whatever. It sucks seeing you like this.
Donald, if I can convince them to come back and play with you, do you promise to be less psychopathic?
That wasn't me. That was my character, Dante.
Okay, can you try not to upset the boys just a little?
Dude, he'll try, but these libtards are freaking snowflakes, man. They can't take a joke or bad word on anything. Remember that Benny boy? Remember, facts don't care about your feelings. This isn't you, man. Let's all make it up and have another go soon, hey? And I promise not to kill them again, huh? Even though doing so would be incredibly easy. Effortless, in fact.
Okay, Donald, that sounds good. And I'll hold you to that.
Okay, buddy, so if we are all done here, I might take the inner Earth Hyperloop to Vegas, see what George is up to. He knows how to party.
Right then, guess he'll boot up the Steam library and make my shot with Yoko-chan. Sure you don't want to stay and watch?
Nah, I'm good. I already 100%ed that game.
Oh, wow, that must have took some work.
Not really, Ben. You know I'm a natural with the ladies. Women love me anyhow. Ciao for now, Benji. My chopper is here.
Bye-bye, Donald. Tell George I said hi.
Will do. Off I go.
Well, folks, what a session zero. I really wasn't, but also really was expecting that. Funny feeling it is. Well, let's hope that Barrick and Joe can come back to play with us. Give a like and comment below to see if you can convince them to return for another episode of Real Presidents D&D with me, your host, Benny Big Boy Pants Shapiro. Thank you and goodbye. Yoko-chan, hold on. I'm just getting ready for you, my dear.
Lincoln Park starts playing.
It starts with one thing. I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind. I designed this rhyme to explain in due time.